The moment my wife told me her boss fired her for rejecting his advances, I didn't get angry. I got organized.
I knew my plan had worked the moment Rich Stone's wife started throwing his $1,000 suits out their second-story window like she was feeding the lawn with luxury confetti. Neighbors filmed the whole thing while Patricia shrieked accusations, cheating, lies, stolen money, and the final blow, finding another woman's underwear in his BMW. None of it was an accident, not the underwear, not the timing, not the complete meltdown of his perfect suburban life. But to understand how we absolutely destroyed Rich Stone, you need to know what he did first. 3 months earlier, my wife Christina burst into my home office with a look I had never seen before, red-faced, shaking and furious. "That son of a fired me," she said, throwing her purse so hard it knocked my coffee right across the desk. "What? Why?" "You've been Employee of the Month 4 times. She swallowed, her voice low and trembling. "Because I wouldn't sleep with him." Just like that, my entire world snapped in half. Rich Stone, the newly transferred regional director, had spent weeks harassing her. Compliments disguised as performance feedback. Private meetings behind closed doors, creepy text messages late at night. Opportunities that required her to be flexible. Christina tried to handle it professionally, hoping he would just stop. Instead, he escalated. That day, he called her into his office, accused her of fabricated performance issues, leaned against his desk like some smug predator and said, "Your future here depends on how willing you are to cooperate." When she refused, he threatened her. When she stood up to leave, he grabbed her wrist. When she insulted him, he fired her on the spot. I felt something dark and cold settle in my chest, a rage like ice. "Christina, did anyone hear him?" Jenny was in the office next door. "Good." I opened my laptop. "Tell me everything." All of it. Because the moment he touched her, Rich Stone's life stopped being his own. We started digging. Christina had screenshots of his inappropriate messages. Jenny confirmed his behavior. But that wasn't enough, not for men like Rich. Men like him survived on charm, lies, and corporate camouflage. So we followed the trail. Ashley Martinez, one of his former employees in Phoenix, told us Rich used the exact same tactics there. Sexual harassment, threats, manipulation. But she also revealed something much bigger. Rich used to schedule Sunday inventory shipments, she said. The manifests looked wrong. Items would just vanish. He forced me to falsify reports. Then she sent me the evidence, photos, serial numbers, eBay listings, even recordings. It turns out Rich wasn't just a predator. He was running a massive theft operation, stealing high-end merchandise and selling it under an eBay username so stupid it was practically a confession. Rich finds 2023 and his PayPal account. Richard.stone@gmail. He thought he was brilliant. He was just sloppy. And we weren't done yet. Brittany, his unofficial assistant, had kept everything. Fake corporate audits, fraudulent inventory reports, and notes from forced compliance certifications. All of it pointed to federal crimes. Rich Stone wasn't just dirty. He was rotten to the bone. We didn't go to corporate. We didn't go to the police, not yet. We were going to dismantle him piece by piece. First, we started with paranoia. We sent anonymous messages to his colleagues. "Be careful with Rich rumors are circulating." To his neighbors. "Someone in your subdivision has character issues." Just enough smoke to make people uneasy. And it worked. His social media tone changed. He became defensive, twitchy, paranoid, perfect. Next was exposure. We built a professional, documented website and posted everything. Recordings, witness accounts, stolen inventory logs, and a timeline of his harassment. Then we sent the link everywhere. Coworkers, executives, school parents, and country club boards. Rich's name became toxic in a single morning. Corporate launched a full investigation and suspended him immediately, but the real explosion came from his home. I waited for his wife, Patricia, to post about his upcoming birthday party. Then I reached out from a fake profile. "You need to see this before you throw him a celebration," I sent the link. 3 days of silence. Then boom. Patricia live-streamed a nuclear meltdown, throwing his clothes out the window, screaming about his cheating and his theft while neighbors filmed. The video went viral. Patricia filed for divorce and her attorney subpoenaed everything: bank records, papal statements, eBay history. The IRS got involved. The company sued him. His assets were frozen. His wealthy lifestyle evaporated overnight. He even got fired from a minimum wage job at a convenience store after the owner recognized him as the man who ruined her sister's life. We saw him one last time outside an office park. He looked broken, thin, and hollow. "This is all your fault," he spat at Christina. "You destroyed my life." Christina just smiled coldly. "Rich, I didn't destroy anything. You did. And my husband asked me to give you a message." His eyes hardened. He said, "This is what happens when you mess with someone's family." 6 months later, Rich was convicted on 12 federal charges. He now earns 23 cents an hour folding prison laundry. Some people say revenge is wrong, but those people never watch someone they love break under the weight of fear and humiliation. When someone threatens your family, you don't just fight back, you win. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe for more.